What's up, everyone? Michelle Alexandria coming at you with something else kind of neat and cool. So I've been away for a month primarily because YouTube is soul crushing. I didn't feel like doing it anymore, and I found out that my site was actually suffering because I was focusing too much attention on doing videos for YouTube. And you got to strike a balance, people. You got to strike the balance. So I found YouTube to be pretty easy, simply because I didn't have to actually write the scripts. So now going forward, I'm going to actually write the scripts for the site and then use the articles for the video, which is how it was supposed to be done, but I fell in love with the ease, quote unquote, of YouTube. So anyway, with that said, one of the things I want to show you guys today is how you can use the Apple TV as your media streamer. So what I just showed you was Plex, which is one of the most popular home media streaming services out there. It's a free application that allows you to take your burned movies and actually turn it into a server. So the nice thing about Plex is you can actually sign up for an account. This is streaming off of my MacBook Pro. And the nice thing is, if you leave your computer on at home, when you're traveling, you can actually log into your server and watch all your movies directly off your laptop when you travel. So that's pretty nice. But that's assuming that you have a desktop or something or a home media server already set up that's always on. I don't. I actually run everything through my MacBook Pro. So everything's on that. I don't have a dedicated media streaming server. Everything is just on a 16 terabyte hard drive connected to my MacBook Pro. And I have Plex, and I also have iTunes. So if you look at Plex, the layout is really nice. It's really neat, and people. But you can see some of my collection. And in my own defense, I do love me some Hogan's Heroes. I love Hogan's Heroes. But if you scroll through, look at the menu, it's really nice. It's nicely laid out. One of the things I did when I actually went through my entire experiment, burning my entire video collection, if I actually burned it so that it would play in iTunes. So everything is actually standardized to MP4 playback. And Plex works beautifully with that. So if you scroll down, it looks really nice. I could click on anything. And as you can see, it's clean, it's easy. It has all my descriptions. Some of these I actually manually typed the descriptions in, but I also had a program that automatically found each episode of shows that I watched. And automatically put all the artwork in, the episode titles, everything. So it's really nice. And I actually took out the black bars because the letterboxing drives me insane. So wherever I could, I took out the letterboxing. So it's pretty nice, really neat. So you can see the quality is really nice. And Plex moves really fast. It moves really quickly. Easy to use, easy to understand. Plex also has a little info button. So if I go to Iron Man 2, for example, it tells you, you can see at the bottom that I actually ripped this in 1080p, Dolby Digital 5.1. You scroll back, and it has all my TV shows. I also burned all the extras as a separate file. So that's really nice. So this is Plex. I just went on a Dark Angel marathon a couple of weeks ago. I love this show. So if you scroll here, Season 2 was terrible, though. I would give you that. Season 2 was horrible. But Season 1 was fantastic. And this is great that I did this because, this isn't available as a streaming thing. So I absolutely would have loved to own this as a streaming item. But what can you do? And this is actually burned in 40p. And the DVD version really wasn't that clean as I would like it to be. But on this OLED TV, the upscaling is really nice. So you have this. Now, I'm going to show you iTunes. So, look, you have all the nice images. My collection just looks beautiful. Look how beautiful all of this is. It's professional, it's clean, it's laid out really, really nice. So, if you click out of this, let's go back. So, one of the reasons why the Apple TV was so terrible in the past as a streamer was everything ran through this app right here, this computer app. So basically, what you do is and I'm sorry, I don't have my laptop open, but what you do is you go through iTunes, you set up your home server, your home media share server in iTunes, and then your Apple TV. So then you go over here to your settings, and you go to accounts. And under accounts, you have home sharing. So now that home sharing is activated, you have to make sure home sharing is turned on iTunes, and home sharing is turned on your Apple TV. Now, and then you would go back over here to this computers app. Now, in the past, the interface to this was horrible. You could not. It was basically unusable. All it was a folder and like this weird floating folder thing and everything else. It was terrible. So now, if you click on it, and this is brand new with the Apple 11.0 update, and this is one of my favorite new features of the Apple TV. So now you click on computers, and boom, look at this. You actually get your own iTunes interface. So all of this is these are all my movies that I burned. So these are, and you see you have the nice layout. It's exactly like you're watching iTunes, and it actually misses in some of your iTunes collection. I think I still can't figure out if it's missing in stuff from my iTunes collection or if all of this is stuff I burned. All of it's stuff that I burned because I had all the original Blu-rays, and I burned all the original Blu-rays and DVDs. But a lot of that stuff came with digital copy versions, so I redeemed those digital copy versions. So, but all of this is actually my burned stuff, clearly, because here's young Indiana Jones. I'm not clicking that because I'm sure something will happen if I do. But here, let's go. Well, I'm going to click it anyway. So you see, you have your description, your director, your related movies, your actors, and I think that, so it actually only goes to my library, all that information. But look how beautiful that is. That is absolutely outstanding. And then, and again, so about a boy, because when I ripped it, this was from a DVD. So when I labeled it, I clearly labeled it SD. So I don't go around thinking I'm watching the HD version. So that kind of sucks. I'm going to have to buy that movie again. Actually, I probably already own it. So yeah, all of this stuff is from my MacBook. How cool is this? So if you go here to your movies, and I have 935 movies that I've burned, and these are just the movies that I liked. My collection actually is over 3,000 Blu-rays and DVDs, and the cool thing is 90% of that stuff I got from the studio, directly from the studios. Sometimes it's awesome being me, and it's awesome having friends in low places at studios who can get you stuff. So yeah, you got to appreciate that. So yeah, this is my movie collection, and it's all streamed, and it's all coming from my Apple TV, and this is from my home share network. So you see how beautiful that is. So again, take a look at this. So if you go back and it even did my TV shows. So here's my TV list. Like I have Cold Case, $6 Million Man, stuff you can't actually find digitally. So Bit Valley. Yes, I'm a TV critic. I like a lot of stuff. Okay, people. So if you click here, Bit Valley, and you see it's even laid out like the Apple TV, like iTunes is. So I love me some Bit Valley. I'm not ashamed to admit it. So here, take a look at. And the quality of this DVD release was terrible. Fox should be ashamed of themselves for releasing such a poor quality DVD. I mean, look at this. This is what we were watching, folks, back in the day. And you people are complaining about HD and 4K. Come on, look at this. Look at how terrible that is. But it's actually not that bad upscaled on this TV. The TV is doing a pretty good job of upscaling. So if I scroll back out of that, let's go click, clickety click, and then Classic Live Aid. Again, this is DVD. And you have Classic Live Aid. And you see it's moving really fast too. See how fast it's reading. And again, all of this is coming from I have everything on the 16 terabyte. Wow, Madonna. Wow. Wow. I feel so freaking old now. Look at that, Madonna. So so all of that, I have a 16 terabyte hard drive. All of this media actually came up to about 11 terabytes of media stored on that 16 terabyte hard drive. So yeah, so if you scroll back, so now if you want to compare, again, let's go back out of this. So this is the interface here. Oh, and I really love the nice big the big album covers for your music collection. So this is this, and I will say this is plainer than Plex. So let's go back over here to Plex, and you see. So look at this. Everything I own legally. Let me just make that perfectly clear. So here you go to S2, and again. So I've probably already been blocked anyway, so why not show you guys this? But actually, you can see. So it's a little slower coming up here on Plex. Why is it so slow? See how slow that loaded versus how fast everything was on the Apple TV? But it's probably buffering or something before it starts. That would be my guess. So if you go here to Back to the Future 3, the worst Back to the Future. Actually, I didn't mind that movie as much as everyone else did. But see how slow it takes everything to load here? And then I'm going to try to find this movie on my Apple TV. So here. But that picture is gorgeous. So let me go back here. And let's see how fast it loads on. And the nice thing is, I think Siri will actually work with this. So let's see. Back to the Future 3, and Siri sucks. So it took me out and it went to the iTunes version, I think. Let's see. I can't tell where this is coming from. Oh, this is coming from my library because you saw the little computer logo. So here you go. And actually, no, that's not. So let me see if I can find it. Okay, I don't know. So now it's all screwed up. But you all get the picture. It's actually really nice. And I'm just going to randomly pick something. So here's Armageddon. So if you go here, and I don't care what anyone says, I love me some Michael Bay, and I love me some Armageddon. I'm not ashamed to say I cried at the end of this movie. I cried like a baby. But you see, look at this. This is coming from... This is what I burned. So it's not too bad. So anyway, that is Apple TV home share versus Plex. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.